start this season. Getting off to an 0-3 start has been shocking, but he continues to believe they have talent. It only takes one game to right the ship, and that starts today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Hey, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this.
There he goes! Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 22.
He wants to change this route.
360 up.
Jones to throw. Quick completion on the out. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10.
Black 14! Black 14!
Just keeps slinging it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the... Snags it, and he's open. Smashes through the tackle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll try the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it, and breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Lacey. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The snap sets up to throw. incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Throws to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Leaves it with the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're...
Maybe some room here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here.
Line 80, line 80.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half.
Red 18, red 18. Check him.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bold Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's Washington, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in and social media.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start.
Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown Rebels. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the point after is good. Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Jones to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. His defense turning up the intensity.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They've got the screen set up. Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jones. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Lacey. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Jones wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up. It's at the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice.
He'll try to take it back. Makes it past the marker. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Lets it fly deep downfield. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning 1st down. And what that does for a defense, they win 1st down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable.
Looking for a big play. Got it down the field. Lowers those pads. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Lacey. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turns it on at midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like the radar should go up. These touch passes, like to get to the perimeter. You get the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So nice job by this defense seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
They'll run for it on third and short. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.